right, guys, it's been a long while, but I promised you guys a construction update video. And as you saw with the title, and as you can see, there's a few things that are a little bit different. My hat, for one, is a little bit different, and the background's a little bit different. That's because we're coming to you right from inside the haunt. And that's right, I am going to give you a construction update. So what you see behind you here is the first section. It's not completely done, but we got the finished walls up. I mean, they're not completely finished, but we're doing this. This is going to be our vampire theme. So we did the castle walls. It took me a little bit longer because first I was going with like a carved foam. I was doing that with the rigid foam, like the pink stuff. I was using a yellow foam because I had it here, so it was free. So I said, hey, why not use it? So I was going that route, and then I saw this stuff that you see behind me on Facebook Marketplace for sale, and there was a ton of it. This guy had it, and he was selling it dirt cheap. So I was like, I got to get it. So I pulled down the foam and started over and did this stuff. And I think this stuff looks so much better. It saved it where I don't have to paint this. Some of the grout lines, I got to put some filler in and, blend it a little bit better. And there's going to be some touch-up work I got to do. And, it's not a finished product yet by no means, but it got me, like 85-90% there, where the foam was getting me about 45-50% there, where I was. But let me show you guys a little bit. Let me give you a little look around and show you what this area looks like. All right, give me 1 sec. 1 second here, guys. It'll take me a minute to get myself up. Hang on 1 sec. Let me just show you the wall while I get up. All right, so here's what we got so far. So here's the walls. This window right here, that AC is going to come out, and I have a big stained glass window that we're going to put here. Back up some so you can kind of see this whole section, and it does go up to there. There's the door. It goes right into the corners and up over there. Comes onto this wall. As you guys can see. But yeah, this is going to be our vampire section. But this stuff's all hard plastic. As you can see, it's got a nice finish to it already. It stands up. It's weatherproof. So I think it's a lot better than the foam. And, like I said, I got to do some touch-up work here and there. But, let me know what you guys think. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys the update. Let me know what you guys think so far. Here's a look at the floors. These are the cement floors that I had poured down. And then we painted black. This is going to be covered up. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to put a coffin on the wall. And it's just going to have a removable lid. So when you have to access these plugs and switches, you just pop the lid off and that. And then the cords will run right down and feed out the bottom of the coffin so you don't even see them. Like I said, I got a big stained glass window that's going here to hide that and that window and give you that cathedral theme. But I got a bunch of vampires. And in the second half of this video, we're going to go inside in the little studio room that we usually are in. And I'm going to show you a few projects that I've been working on. I made a little vampire girl. I'm going to show you that. We got a brand new logo that I want to show you guys. T-shirts that my wife made up for Lord Cullen's Nightmare with the new logo on it. We've made up a little tombstone that we're going to use if we go to any events, like if we have a table at an event or something that we're going to use. Um, what else? What else? Um, what else? Oh, I got some ornaments, and I got another piece that I want to show you guys for the Nightmare on Elm Street section. So that's the second part of this video. It's still going to be within this video. It's just I wasn't doing it out here in the haunt. But I don't want to show you guys the rest of the haunt because it's a bloody mess. It's a looks like a weapon of mass destruction went off in here. I mean, I'll give you a quick pan of it, but it's pretty bad. It needs a good straightening, but yeah, as you can see, I can see for miles and miles of just destruction. So, but yeah, so again, here's the wall so far of what we've been up to here at Lord Cullen's Nightmare. Um, I think they look pretty cool. I think they give a great stone effect. Um, I think they're going to look great once we get up. I'm going to hang some curtains um, in like certain sections of these stones, like some of these wider seams, like you see here. I'm going to have some Gothic curtains coming down. I'll show you the material too when we go inside. It's like a purple and black brocade, but it's got skulls in the brocade material. So that's going to go up in here. We got some sconces with some bats on them and stuff that are going to be up in here. I got a couple of vampire props. So yeah, so I think it's going to look pretty cool. You know, and I want you guys give me some comments in the comment section. What you guys think? Give me some ideas. You know, I definitely want to hear some feedback. Yeah, I want you guys to be more active in the comments and stuff. But give me some feedback. You know, if you think my hat's stupid, let me know. I just thought I'd have a little fun with it since it's a construction update. I made my own little construction hat. Let me know. All right, guys. I'll see you inside. Stay tuned. Be right back. All right, guys, we're back inside, and I hope you guys like the what we got done so far, the construction update on the haunt. But I wanted to bring you guys inside because I have quite a few things to show you guys with updates here with Lord Cullen's Nightmare. So I think I'm going to start off first with showing you guys a few of the things. With starting off with the new logo and the T-shirt that my wife made. So we'll show you the guys that first. So this is it, guys. This is the new Lord Cullen's Nightmare t-shirt. And this is the new logo. Hopefully you guys can see that because it's blocking me, so I can't tell if you guys can see that or not. But that's the back of this t-shirt. So hopefully you guys can see that. And then on the front, there's this little logo right here. And I think, you know, kind of because the top hat and that, you know, and that little guy in the middle there is supposed to represent me. But let me know what you guys think of that. I think they're pretty cool. But then next is we made up this little tombstone. Let me grab it here. I got some boxes on top of it for some stuff we're going to open up also. Some unboxings we're going to do as well. Put those aside for a sec so we can check this out. And we customized this little blow mold tombstone. And there's the logo also on that. And then we did a little bit of custom work on the top there. You know, just painted it up. I added some eyes to that and stuff. So this will be like if we do an event and we're going to have like a table at an event or anything. So we wanted to do that up so that way, you know, and it plugs in and lights up. So I thought that was kind of cool too. But again, showing off the new logo. Let me know what you guys think. Again, I want you guys to start, you know, commenting in the comments and letting me know. You know, I want you guys' feedback and let me know what you guys think and that stuff. So again, I got some more ornaments. I know you guys are probably like, okay, enough with the ornaments, guy. But I picked these up, and it came with a free magazine, which I thought was pretty cool, a little horror magazine. But if you're familiar with the Full Moon horror movie collection, they do like the subspecies, and they did the Puppet Master movies, and they do a bunch of weird movies. They do the Ginger Dead Man series and all those. So they did a series of ornaments, which I'll show you. Um, and I picked these up, and they're pretty cool. I'll show you guys them. Let me open the box here. And I think it's a 6 ornament set. And there's a couple of the guys from Puppet Master. There's Blade, and I can't remember who else is in here, but we'll look at it and we'll see who's in here. And then there's the Ginger Dead Man as an ornament and stuff, but I'll show you guys. I'll get it open here. We'll take a little peruse of it. Let's rip it out of here. Put that box aside. Cool graphics on the box, though. And then it's all packed in foam, as you guys can see. And then, yeah, we got subspecies in here. I'll take them out of the plastic and show you guys. There you go. Some cool details. They're resin, but nice detail on them. Show you the others. Yeah, it's 6 ornaments in the set, and it was pretty cheap. I mean, I think it was only like $30. I grabbed it off eBay. It was brand new, still sealed. And this is, I believe, Jester from Puppet Master. You can see with a Santa hat on. Cool detail on it. And this one's a little eyeball, and this is from, I can't remember the movie. I think it's like, what does it say? The Killer Eye. But it's just a cool ornament, I think. Again, some cool detail on it. So another cool ornament. You know, and when I get all the horror tree decorated up, well, you know, I'm definitely going to show you guys in that stuff. And then we got Blade from Puppet Master also. Again, nice detail to him. Everybody knows him, you know, from the Puppet Master movies. He's probably the most known one from that, you know, Puppet Master series. This one's like something head, I think. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see what this is. Sorry. Hang on, let me throw my glasses on. Don't laugh at me. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see. This is Myron from Head of the Family. And there's him. Yes, I'm old. I have to wear my glasses to see things. And then last but not least, one of my faves, the Ginger Dead Man. I know these movies are campy and they're not the greatest. You know, Gary Busey doing the voice of the Ginger Dead Man. And he's cool. I think he's a cool little dude. But that's that stuff. So, you know, just for something different on the tree, I thought those were cool. You know, let me know what you guys think. I thought they were kind of cool. So I grabbed those. Let me just stick those back in the box just so they don't fall and get damaged. Just stick the top back on there. Give me one sec. Well, I'll just put those aside and we'll get into that later. One sec, guys. Sorry. I promise. One sec. All right, set that down there on the floor for now. All right, and then that's the box for it. All right, then I got for the Nightmare on Elm Street area, I got this off of Etsy, as I told you before. I'm a Etsy fanatic. I buy a ton of stuff off Etsy. And this is from a company called Chainsaw Graphics. Again, it's a 3D printed, but it's a little shelf that's going to go in my Nightmare on Elm Street area. And it's going to hold some of the other stuff that I bought. You know, some of the smaller stuff, like probably the Meatball Rick and that. But it's just a little shelf, you know, that's going to tie into some of the decor that I'm doing in there with the pipes, you know, and the industrial boiler room look. But I thought it was pretty cool. Just a little shelf that I'll put up on the wall in there, and it's got the pipes, you know, looking like the boiler room style. And they actually let you pick the logo you want, and you can pick which movie if you want to do the first one, the second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on. So you can pick which one you want. You can pick the colors and everything. So I just went with this. I just went with the original Nightmare on Elm Street. But yeah, check it out, guys. It's got some cool detail to it. And then it has the, you know, 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you, and it goes around the sides and stuff. So I thought it was pretty cool. You know, it's not super huge, but it'll hold some of the little stuff that I have, and it kind of, you know, it's a nod to the movies, and it'll look cool on the shelf in there. So I thought it was pretty cool. Now, for the really cool piece that I got, that this one is really cool. This was done by a guy on Etsy also. And I can't remember the name of him, so I'm hoping he put a card in the box. But I believe it's like Red Devil something or other. But he wasn't doing these anymore because I saw somebody had one. So I asked him, I'm like, where did you get that? And they're like, oh, this guy custom makes them. And I'm like, what's his name? You know, where do I find him? And they were like, oh, he's on Etsy. Sorry, I don't have my razor knife today. So I'm kind of just ripping these open. So this is, if you guys have seen Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors and you remember Philip, sorry, I'm going to bite the tape. If you remember Philip, he made the Freddy marionette. Well, I have always wanted one of them. And when I saw that this guy makes custom ones, I was like, I gotta have it. It wasn't cheap, I won't lie, but it's like exact to the movie. And it's not small, it's pretty big. It's probably, I think he said, oh yeah, this thing is awesome. Hang on, I'm going to just stretch him out so he's standing position. But this thing is killer. Where do you guys see this thing? This is bad ASS. Check that out, guys. Tell me that does not look exactly like the marionette in the movie. The claws. I mean, look at that face sculpt. That is amazing. The sweater. I mean, this thing looks. Show you the side there. I mean, look at this thing. That is incredible. That is so cool, and it's pretty tall. I mean, I'm going to stand him up on the desk right here. I mean, look at that guy. Look at that face sculpt. That is amazing. Yeah, definitely worth every penny. Look at those hands. I mean, the attention to detail on this is incredible. Look at that. Yeah, I am definitely very happy with him. Very pleased with that. That is definitely a very cool piece. I'm very pleased. Sorry, I'll stop. So a couple little ornaments. A few more ornaments. I know. I picked these up on at Cracker Barrel. Well, my wife picked them up for me. And I thought these were cool. Little pumpkin stack for the tree. And it lights up. I think it changes color. I don't remember. Yep, there you go. Changes color. $6. I mean, you know, that's cool. That is cool. So again, you know, Cracker Barrel has got some cool stuff out this year. I'll tell you, some of these stores this year have just been knocking it out of the park. I mean, I think Michael's knocked it out of the park with their vintage, I can't remember what it's called, vintage something line. That was awesome. Spirit, like, knocked it out of the park this year. Well, I think everybody just did phenomenal this year. And then this one, it's just a little mummy on a swing. You know, I know it's kind of cutesy, but hey, whatever. You know, Halloween's Halloween, you know. Um, so there was that. And then I picked up these little guys because I thought these were kind of retro, but I thought they were really cool. And I picked these up at Target. They're not really ornaments, but I'm going to turn them into ornaments. They're kind of, you hang them on the wall, but I'm going to actually either put ribbon on them and hang them or put an eye hook in the top and use these like ornaments. But I thought these were super retro and really cool, and I think they'll make really cool ornaments. Let me know what you guys think, but I think they're really cool. There's this one with the cat. I just think they're phenomenal, and they're real wood. Um, then there's this one with the ghost. I think they'll look awesome on a tree, a Halloween tree hanging. And then finally this one with the crow. But I just think they're really cool. You know, super cool. But yeah, so I got those too. Just some other things that I grabbed. So that's it for that stuff. Now what I want to show you guys is a piece that I created. This is going to be the little girl vampire. And the story behind this prop, why I created it, I'll give you a little backstory on it, is for those of you who don't know, I'm originally from Rhode Island. And in Rhode Island, all growing up, we all heard about this local legend of Mercy Brown. And what it was is she was supposed to be a vampire, but it was, if you read the story up, it was she was suffering from consumption, tuberculosis, or one of those. The story's not really straight. So they dug her body up, took the heart out, smashed it on a rock. There's so many different stories to it, but they believe she was a vampire. So because when they opened the coffin up, her body was still well preserved, but it was because it was the middle of winter, so the body's not going to decompose because the ground's frozen. You know, it just preserved it because it was so cold. So this is my little nod for my vampire area to Mercy Brown. So what I did was I found the spirit little girl zombie on eBay, dirt cheap, but she was in tough condition. It was just basically a head and hands, and the dress just kind of tethered. The hair was basically gone. The hands were just kind of there, and the head was just kind of there. So then I found the actual feet that go to it on Macari. So I bought the feet separate, bought the hands and the head, and then revamped her into the little girl vampire. So, and I added a coffin to her, and she's on a little platform. So, well, let me show you guys what I created. So, hang on one second. And I'm going to turn this camera around and show you guys what she kind of looks like. Hang on one second. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek here of her. Pull this out. Oh, by the way, this shirt is I got this off of See You Scared, I think they're called. It's a little Haunters Local 1031 shirt. But anyway, here she is. I added the fangs, carved those out, put them in there. You can see her casket, her coffin. Added the feet. There she is. Get a little pan out a little bit so you can see her a little bit better. Get this light out of the way. There you go. If you guys can see her. Yeah, there she is. So let me know what you guys think. That's just one of the things that I've been working on. Put this back in the holder here. So yeah, guys, that was just some of the updates here. Sorry about that. I think the video paused for a second there. I think I hit a button. Sorry. But yeah, so that was the vampire girl that I created. And yeah, so those are just some of the updates and some of the stuff that I've been up to and creating and working on here at Lord Cullen's Nightmare. Um, so yeah, and again, I just wanted to take a moment to thank all you guys for all the support and the likes and the shares and everything. Your support is just been phenomenal. Again, none of this I could do without that your support and everything. You guys are been great. Sorry it took so long in between videos. I know it's been like a month or a little longer. It's just I wanted that area to be something to show you guys because I could have done it, but I really didn't think you guys wanted to see me framing walls and or putting up insulation. I mean, you've all seen that happen. You know, you can go to any, watch anybody build a house and see that kind of stuff done. So I wanted to actually show you something, a little bit of a completed room almost. But yeah, that's what I wanted to show you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the update. I hope to have a video up sooner than a month this time. No pressure. But again, thank you so much, guys, from the bottom of my heart. And yeah, uh, like I said, tell your friends about us. The more the merrier. And I really am having a great time with this channel and showing you guys this stuff. And it's really exciting to see this thing growing. It's slow, but that's okay. I don't, it's going in the right direction, and that's all that matters to me. But again, thank you guys so much for being here and watching and clicking on the videos and, leaving comments, liking the videos. Your support means everything. And I guess that's it, guys. Thanks again. And we'll see you next time. I'm out. Thank you. Take care.